there's one more thing that we did. Do you guys want to see the other thing that we did? Are you ready? Are you ready? Good morning, YouTube friends. Today is Monday for us, and I didn't vlog yesterday, but today I kind of wanted to catch you up. We've been busy little bees, and I actually have a very exciting announcement that I plan to share with you at some point today. And I have an eye doctor's appointment this morning, and Jason has the day off, so it should turn out to be a wonderful day. Come on and hang with us. You guys know that I've been painting, and in the last couple days I got this door about 90% done. I just have this little seam right here. I'm sure this has a technical name, but I just have to finish this side. I couldn't do it when the door was open, so now that the door is shut again, I have to just finish that little seam, and that door is done. And then I got this door, the first coat, done. So a little bit more to go on that one, but yay, the first coat is done. We also started on the project to hang up the curtains in this room. So we're using the IKEA wire system. So we have to put the wire through, but we at least got all of these brackets mounted. I have to get some of the iron-on seam tape that you can use for curtains. I already have all the fabric, so I just need to get some of that hemming, seaming, what's it called? I think it's called hemming tape, the iron-on kind. I don't have a sewing machine. There's one more thing that we did. Do you guys want to see the other thing that we did? Are you ready? Are you ready? The girls have kind of taken over claiming this room and playing in it, but do you guys see this room? This is the room that you saw that was empty, and now do you see what's in there? A crib, a changing station. And that brings me to our huge announcement for 2017, and that is that we plan to add another child to our family this year through adoption, hopefully through the foster care system. And perhaps the adoption won't be finalized this year, because with adoption through the foster care system, I am well aware that it can take a long time, and it's a long journey ahead, depending on the case of the child and all of that. Possibly 18 months or more we could be looking at, but we are starting the process of getting our license. Actually, tomorrow we have the woman from the agency that we're using here locally. She is coming to do our orientation, and it's an orientation that's going to be done one-on-one here at our home, and so we're really excited for that. Really excited. So this is not really how I envisioned telling you guys that we are getting ready to start this journey, but you know what? You make time, and when it's the right time, it happens. So here I am telling you about what we are venturing in on, and of course I am going to take you guys along the journey as much as I can. We are planning to be licensed just as straight foster care parents and hopefully adopt through the process, but we will just be foster parents. I'm hoping the process will take about 6 months to get licensed. I don't know, it might take a little longer, it might take a little shorter, depending on how all our paperwork goes and everything. But friends of ours were licensed in 6 months, doing a similar process to what we are going to do, and so I'm hopeful that that will be the case for us. So like late summer, early fall, we could have our first placement in our home, so I'm really excited. We don't have a preference on gender. We are going to hopefully be licensed for a 0 to 3, a singular child. I personally am open to a sibling group, but my husband currently is not. He wants to just add one child to our family at a time. I don't know if God will change that in his heart as we go through the process or not, but right now we are just planning on adding one child. I want to kind of tell you too, I haven't heard very many foster mamas talk about this, but for me, I don't want hard-boiled egg.
I want fruit snack.
A fruit snack? No, no, no. You may not have fruit snack for breakfast. Ow! Kick me in the head.
Mommy, I know I have.
So I've watched a lot of videos and read a lot of blogs from people who are doing the foster care process, and I've never really heard anyone talk about this aspect of it, but for me, I definitely feel an aspect of like expecting. So yes, I'm not pregnant, but I feel like that nesting urge. You guys have probably seen me doing a lot of projects, and for me, it's just very clear that we're adding a baby to our family. Even if that baby can't stay forever, we are adding a baby to our family. And so, you know, we've been talking about it with the girls, and they're, you know, excited and anticipatory for a new baby, and I definitely feel, I feel pregnant with child even though I'm not pregnant, if that makes any sense. So I wanted to just share that with you guys. If you are hoping or thinking of, just a minute please, doing a journey like this, you might have feelings like that, and I just wanted to share that. That's it. That's all I wanted to tell you guys. I've been wanting to tell you guys this for months, and now I finally can. The time is here, so there you go. I was kind of envisioning that I would make this huge announcement in kind of a sit-down style video, and that didn't get to happen. I wanted to kind of share a little bit more about our heart and why we are deciding to start out on this foster care journey. Obviously, it's a huge decision for our family and something that we're really excited about. Around September, I just felt the Lord pulling me so strongly in this direction. Now, let's back up a little bit, and I want to share with you that adoption has always been something that's been a part of my heart. Ever since I was in middle school and high school, friends of mine will tell you adoption was something that I completely thought was going to happen in my life. I just knew that the Lord hopefully had adoption for me someday. And when Jason and I started dating, it was very important to me to know that I was going to potentially marry someone who was open to adoption. And so I remember asking him if it was something that he was open to, and he said it was. We both have had a heart for adoption. I never ever thought that foster care would be something that the Lord would lead us to. But like I said, starting in September, I just felt this overwhelming pull and desire toward foster care, which I never had before. It was something very new, but it was so strong in me that I knew it could only be coming from the Lord. I started doing some research. We requested some information packets. I spoke to as many people I could that were already doing foster care, some who had adopted through foster care, some who hadn't, and just getting as much information as I possibly could about what it would be like for our family, and just kept feeling that pull so strongly. And when I talked to Jason about it, he did not have that strong pull at all. He was very open to adoption, like we had previously talked about, but he was not necessarily so in favor of foster care. He was very worried about how he would be able to handle a child potentially coming into your home and then leaving it again, and he wasn't sure that he could handle that. So I just began praying for him. And I want to say this to you because I want to encourage you that if you're watching this and you feel a strong pull in your life toward foster care, but your husband or your spouse maybe doesn't, or your wife doesn't feel that same strong pull, pray for them. If God has put something on your heart, it is very possible for God to also put that on your spouse's heart. And so I just began praying for my husband, and I just prayed, Lord, if this is something that you want us to pursue, give him the same desire as strongly as you've given it to me. And sure enough, over time, he started to have that same strong desire as I did. I really wish that he was here in this video with me, that he could share this with you, but he's not so fond of being on camera of any kind. He doesn't really even like still pictures taken of himself. Anyways, his heart began to change, and he began to feel very strongly toward it as well. And it's just been really cool to see God make that happen. Two other things that I really want to share with you really quick are just about praying for a child that you don't know that is coming into your home. I believe really strongly that the Lord can do amazing things through prayer, and so I've actually begun praying for this child that I don't know, or these children that I don't know, because I'm fully aware that there may be more than one coming and going before we get our forever child, if that's what the Lord has for us. But I have begun praying for this child already, and I want to tell you about two incidences in which the Holy Spirit really convicted me about prayer for this child. And it was so strange. So I've always been a very intuitive person, and I think that God has given me a spiritual gift of discernment. And so I've had this happen in my life on multiple occasions before, where I've just felt something very strongly that I felt like the Lord was imparting knowledge to me that was somehow supernatural. Now, if you're not a believer and you're watching this, it might sound completely crazy and insane, and sometimes it feels that way. But I know that the Lord is bigger than I am. So on 2 different occasions, I felt very strongly the Lord telling me to just get down on my knees and pray for this child. And the first occasion was 2 days before Thanksgiving. I was doing dishes in the kitchen, and I all of a sudden felt this strong pull to my knees, and I fell to my knees and just started immediately praying for the safety of this child. Now, the intuition and the gut feeling I had was that the child was being conceived, or maybe the mother just found out she was pregnant. I have no idea. I don't know the circumstances, but I just felt this super strong, and I probably never will know, but I just felt this super strong pull and desire to pray for the safety of this brand new baby that was just starting out its life. Just pray for the safety of this child and the protection of it while it's in its mother's womb. I had a second occasion where I felt something really similar. It was actually in the middle of the night. I was having a nightmare about a little girl who was being abused, and she was on a farm, and she was desperately trying to escape this farm, and all the animals on the farm were even trying to help her escape. And I woke up from that nightmare, just sat up in my bed in the middle of the night, and I just started praying for this child. Again, this child I don't know any circumstances about their life. I have no idea if this will be a child that comes to our family or not. I have no idea, but I just felt this strong desire to pray for this child at that specific time in the middle of the night, and that was about a month ago. Ever since then, I just, on the day-to-day basis, as I walk past the room with the crib set up in it, and I've known for months that that was going to be a room a child was coming to, even before I've told you guys. And so as I just walk past that room, I just say a prayer for this child that's coming to our home that we don't know. We know we want to love them. So anyway, I just share all this with you to encourage you that if you feel that foster care is something that's been on your heart, pursue it, get information, and research what it would be like for your family. Maybe God will do something with it in your life. I'm going to keep you guys updated on our journey. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. It's a huge announcement. I'm so excited to be sharing it with you. Thank you for watching. Subscribe if you want to follow along in our foster care journey. Like this video if you liked it, and I will see you guys in the next video. Go make a difference. Bye.